I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Lazy Day Workout Walk Sculpt. For today's workout, all you will need is a little bit of space to walk backwards and forwards, and we'll also be moving side to side. Then you'll need some light hand weights just to intensify some of the arm work. I'm using 500 grams, which is around about 1 pound. And then you need a chair to hold on to, and we will also be doing some exercises where we're going to put our tummy on the chair and do some glute raises. So you want to make sure whatever you use is nice and stable for you and not too high. We're going to get straight into it with some nice walking exercises to heat up the body. Then we're going to do a spa segment, back to walking, and some more bar. It's predominantly lower body, but if you really focus on engaging your core and hold on to those hand weights and really focus on using your arm muscles, you'll definitely get a good total body workout. So just start marching in place. So with the walking, I want you to think about keeping your joints nice and soft and really lifting your legs with deliberation. So not really like walking down the street where you would just casually be walking and not lifting your knees. Here I want you to focus on putting a little bit of bounce into it and lifting those knees. All the while keeping your tummy pulled in, your shoulders down and back, and also engaging your arms, trying to move your arms with focus, not just letting them hang around. So with those light weights, if you squeeze them a little bit and then focus on tensing your arm muscles, you're going to get much more benefit out of that. Now the pace is going to be quite fast, so if you find at any time that it's too fast, just walk at your own pace. Otherwise, just keep it a little bit smaller and keep up with me. A few more, then we're just going to walk it forward and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to walk forward and back, and we're changing the arms a little bit. We're going to tap our heel in front and then tap our toe behind. Forward and back. So maybe you want to start kind of bouncing into it a little bit, pushing off your toes. Because it's not a conventional walk, you can put your own style to it. So keep going for a few more like this, and then we're just going to switch legs. 2 more. Front. Row those elbows behind. Last time. And back. Now just start with the other leg. Tapping the heel, tapping the toe. Keeping those arms nice and focused, pushing forward and back. It's a push-pull action with the arms. All the way front, all the way back. And as you get warmer, maybe sink into, especially that heel at the front, sink into it so you feel your supporting glute activate. Keeping the weight in the heel of that supporting leg. Back. 2 more. And last one. To the front, to the back. Nice job. Just walking in place again. We're going to add some knees into this. We're going to go walk, 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 knee. Walk, 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 and knee. Walk, 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 and knee. So you're kind of doing a little stop there, and knee. Walk, 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 and knee. So we're going to change this to walk, 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 knee with a bit of a bounce. So you're lifting off your toe just a tiny bit. You're not jumping, and you're kind of doing a little bit of a running man arm there. And doing a freeze with that knee and knee. Walk, walk, and knee. A few more of these. And up. Up to you how high you want to bring that knee. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one. Marching in place. We're going to walk it up and do a knee. And then come and tap back. So it's 1, 2, 3, and knee. And tap. 1, 2, 3, and knee. So using those rowing arms again to get the heart rate up. So the higher you push your arms above your heart, the more your heart rate will elevate. And that will burn more calories. So I'm pushing off my toe. I'm not jumping at the front, but I'm pushing off and really rowing my arms down in opposition. 4 more. And back. 3 more. And back, 2, and back, last one, and back. Now before we go to the other side, just hold it here. Hold it here with knee ups. So this time I want you to think about rowing your arms down as that knee comes up and slightly bending your upper body towards it. Bend and bend. So you should feel your core activating. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to the front again, lifting the other knee and tap. Exactly the same thing, other leg leading, front and back. Front and back. A few more of these, and then we're going to add some lateral movement side to side. Keep that knee high so that you really get the benefit of that crunching action. 4 more. Maybe lifting off at the front. 3. And back. 2. Back. Last one. And back. Just marching in place. We're going to go side to side. It's still a stepping motion, not so much a walk, but a side step. So side to side, side to side. Now, you can go low to high, and that is going to activate more muscles. You should feel your glutes and the front of your thighs. So the lower you go, the more you're going to feel it. This is for the heart rate. A little bit tougher than just walking in place. So make it wide and get down low. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do 2 across, slightly smaller. 2 across and 2 across. 2 across and 2 across. And we're going to add on to this, just a few more like this and across. 1 more time each side and across. Now if you want to, step behind and make it a grapevine. Step behind. You're just crossing that leg slightly behind. Now, sink low on that grapevine. We're just keeping the arms the same, so you don't have to think about coordination. You just can focus on those legs, but I still want you to think about rowing behind, squeezing those shoulder blades together. How about 2 more? Last one. Now come across and kick out for 2. And we're going to do hammer curls with those arms. So your palms are facing. Come across. Outside leg for 2. Very simple. Outside leg. Across. We're nearly done with the first walking segment, and then we're going to go into some bar exercises using the chair. So really make these your best. Across, front. 1 more time each way. Front and front. Front and front. Nice job. Walking in place, we're just going to get the heart rate up a little bit more. So I want you to pick this up and prance. Rather than walking, you're prancing in place. Maybe put a bit of hip into it. Maybe do those bicep curls again. And we're going to take this up a little bit by bringing the arms up and down and making it wider. So if you want to jump slightly side to side here, you can. Otherwise, just push off the toes and keep it grounded and low impact. Make sure your knees are nice and soft. Overhead and down. Come on, this one's for the heart rate. 4 more. And 3, and 2, last one. Awesome job. Just walk it for a little bit, catch your breath. The heart rate came up a little bit there. And we won't need the weights, so now I want you to put your weights down and grab your chair. Just put it to the side of you. You're just using it for balance. So I want you to start with your feet in a parallel position. Shoulders down and back, tummies are in. And we're just going to start with calf raises. Up and down. So you're coming up on your tippy toes, and then you're coming back down, tapping your heels. So I want you to think about your highest stiletto heels. Squeeze your calves and try to remain straight throughout the remainder of your body. Up and down. Up and down. Just 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to stay up, come halfway down and back up, little pulses. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up from the side. I'm just coming halfway, not all the way to the mat, and then pushing back up. Up and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Okay, we're going to start with some nice leg swings. So I'm just going to move forward so I don't kick anything at the back. I want your feet apart, and I want you to bring this toe towards your other ankle. Soften the other leg. Shoulders are down and back, tummies are in. All we're going to do is kick out and in, out and in. And you can slightly bounce through the supporting leg. And once you have this, maybe add the arm in, floating out and in, out and in, out and in. And you're welcome to hold onto your weight if you want to increase the intensity on your upper body. Very light grip on that chair. Just 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Now I want you to tap behind, and we're going to go forward and in. Forward with the upper body, back with the leg, and then back in line. It's back and in. So my leg is turned out here, and I'm squeezing my glute at the top of the motion, keeping my other leg really nice and bent, hinging forward with a flat back. Really try and get that leg up high and keep that knee turned out. Slightly tucking your hips under here to increase that glute in activation there. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to combine it. We're going to come out to the front and then to the back. To the front, to the back. So it's front upright, back hinged. Front and back. And if the arms are bothering you, just here. And then focus on the legs. Remember, this leg here is really activated by pressing into the heel. So you should be able to wiggle your toes and keeping it bent. We're doing 3 more sets. Front and back, front and back, and last time, front and back. Nice job. So we're going to switch the chair to the other side, and we're going to do another set of calf raises. So this time I want your feet apart, your heels together, and we're doing the same thing, up and down, up and down. So this time we're just emphasizing slightly differently. Angle changes are really great for hitting those muscles in a slightly different way, giving you nice, well-rounded, balanced muscles. Up and tap down. Up and tap down. You're controlling on the way down. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Now come all the way up. Halfway pulses. Pulses. And if the pulses are too much for you, come all the way up and down for a few more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you should feel a bit of a burn in there. You might want to bend and stretch your foot and let that lactic acid out. So we're doing exactly the same thing to the other side. Keep your feet in the same position, nice and soft. Then cross at the ankle, and we're just going out and in, out and in. Keeping a nice bend in this leg and slightly pulsing. The rest of your body is nice and upright. Floating that arm, or else just keep it at your waist. Keeping that leg turned out means you're hitting your inner thigh, but you're also feeling the top of your thigh here as well. Bit of the hip flexor. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now cross behind, and we're going to hinge forward and float the leg back and up and back in. It's back and up and back in. You're keeping that same diamond shape with your leg turned out, and you're really trying to get it up high and squeeze the glute. Your back is flat, don't round as you come down and in. Back and up and in. Just 4 more. Again, keeping this supporting leg soft. 2, last one. And that combination, so it's to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. If you need to slow this down, you can. Just make it your own workout. Front and back, How about 4 more sets? Really squeeze the glute at the top. Front and back, front and back. This is the last set, front and back. Nice job. Now we've got 1 more set of calf raises. We're going to bring our knees together this time and keep our legs about hip width apart and come up and down, up and down. So see, I've got my feet all the way up as if I'm wearing the highest stilettos, up and down. Really focusing on pressing through all my 10 toes and down, up and down. How about 4 more like this? 3, really squeeze your calves at the top. 2 and 1. Now come up to the top and just halfway down, pulse it, pulse it. And if this is no good for your knees, just come back into parallel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're moving our chair to the other side and we're going to do a little cardio burst before we go back into some more toning. So come back into the center and then just start marching again. So now you're nice and warm, so you might want to make your march a little bit more groovy, kind of bend into that a little bit, give it a little bit of a bounce. And we're going to start walking up and back again, but we're going to do knees at the front. 3 knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then back. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knee up, knee up, knee up, and back. Are you switching sides? 3, 4. Knee, 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 and back. So it's always the knee that comes up is the one with the leg you started. 1, 2, 3, and back. Switch your legs. 1, 2, 3, and back. Switch your legs. 1, 2, 3, and back. Just last time on this side, switch your legs. 1, 2, 3, and back. Nice job. We're going to do butt kicks here. So keep it wider and kick your bum. Back and back, back and back. Really think about sinking low to high and getting your heel as close as you can to your bum. Back and back. Now change your arms, push overhead with your palms facing you, row your arms behind. 6 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now single, single, double. So if you want to make it really big, double, or keep it low, single, single, double. All the way. Kick that glute. Maybe you can actually make contact there. Make sure your arms are really focused here. Push, pulling. Single, single, double. 4 more like this. And double. Nothing hard here. Easy to follow for your mind. 2 more. Single, double, single, single, double. Nice job. Coming back into that prancing walk. We're going to walk forward and we're going to do a bit of a pony bounce back. I'll show you what the pony looks like. It's like a tap, 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 tap. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. You're always changing lead and then coming back with that little bounce. So I'm just kind of putting my arms down and punching, punching, little jiggy arms to go with those legs. 2, 3, and 4. And you can make this as big as you want to. You might even want to jog it. 3 and 4. Why not? Jog all the way up. 2, 3, and 4. If you want to keep it low impact, keep it low impact. 2, 3, and 4. And if you don't want to change leads, just stay on one side because it might confuse your brain, especially if you're jogging. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. Just one more time. Back, 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. We're coming out, out, in, out, out, in. It's like an easy walk, wide and narrow, wide and narrow. Now, if you want to, it's forward and back as well as out and in. So, sinking low, really getting those glutes involved. Out, out, in. The wider and the lower you go, the harder this is. 4 more, then we're changing sides. 3, 2, last one. Now start with the other leg. Out, out, in. And if you just want to keep it here, be my guest. Up to you. You choose your level. If you're not feeling this, keep it small. In. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Nice job. We're coming back to that prance. We're going to do a few punching moves to activate your shoulders, and we're going to keep our legs in a static position. So just come into a nice soft knee position, tummies are in, shoulders are back, and just start punching across, lifting your heel, maybe turning your hip. Down and up once again to increase that heart rate. Across, 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 across. This is our last little bit before we go back to the bar. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, a bit faster and a little bit smaller. Punch and punch. Punch and punch. You're still picking up your heels. It's kind of like a figure 8 action with the body, keeping it nice and flowing. Punch and punch. Punch and punch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, we're only going to use one weight. We're going to come into a wide plie position. So your turnout will be different to mine. I've got my feet turned out nearly fully, but I just want you wide and I want you to sink low. Think about pushing your knees towards the back, your tummy's in, and you're really upright. We're going to start by going over directly to the side and then sweeping to the front. It's across and forward. So as you go over to the side, I want you to think about your obliques on both sides. And as you go to the front, I want you to think more about the front abs engaging. So you need to hold your belly button into your spine and really focus on the muscles you're using. Stay low in those legs. If you want to, you can add a little bit of a plie, especially on this one here. We're just doing 4 more sets. Remembering to open those legs wide and knees are to the back. 3, and across. 2, this should feel like a nice dynamic stretch as well for your upper back. Last one, and across. Now we're just going to pop one heel up, keeping it nice and wide, and all we're doing is going to the side and up. And we're adding a little plie as low as you can go. Remember to think about pushing those knees back still, directly to the side, not forward or back, side and up. 6 more. If the heel is too much, then put it down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Exactly the same thing to the other side. So now you know what to expect. So we're going to keep our legs turned out, but if it's too much, you can come into a regular squat, okay? I'm going to keep it turned out. We're going to go over and sweep. Over, sweep it. If you want to bounce with it, you can. Otherwise, just keep it completely static like this. Or you can add a plie here and keep it static here. Directly to the side. Really think about your obliques firing, especially to bring you back up out of the motion. So here it's a nice dynamic stretch on this side and your back stretches on this one. 3 more sets and across. 2, sweep it. Last one, sweep it. Now pop your heel nice and low. Think about pushing your knees to the back, and we're pulsing as we come side bend and up. all the way over, directly to the side. And obviously, the lower you go, the more you're going to feel it in those obliques. And the lower you pulse, the more you're going to feel it in those inner thighs. 4 more. 3, come on. 2, last 1. Nice job. You won't need your weights anymore, but now we're going to use our chair and put our tummy across it. So I want you to place your chair in front of you and then come and kneel in front of it. So you want to make sure that you're hanging over the chair with the chair supporting you, but your hip bones are off, okay? Otherwise it's going to hurt. Then put your arms in front, and the entire exercise, I want you to focus on keeping your gaze in front and your neck in alignment with your spine. From here, we're going to keep the back leg nice and static. We're going to turn out the front leg. So I want you to cross your ankles and just go out and in, out and in. So you're extending on the angle, coming back to crossing. Out and in, out and in. So now that you see it, look in front of you, don't crane your neck to look at me. And I really want you to focus on holding your tummy in so that you're supporting your core not only with the chair, but also with your own weight, okay? So with your own tummy muscles, if that makes sense. 4 more like this. 3, 2, and 1. Now cross again. From here, we're going to lift the shape of the leg. We're going to poke it over to the back, come back in line and down. So it's as if you are poking your toe across to the back wall. It's up, squeeze your glute on the up, so bring it up high, then poke across. So that poke across is activating your inner thigh. It's up and across, up and across. Really squeeze. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Now we're going to keep it up and just go across. Now you can be down here if you want, or you can come all the way up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now extend the leg, keep going across, across, towards your midline. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one final thing, come back in line. We're going to kick out and come in. So it's up to the side, kick and come in. Up to the side, kick and come in. If you want your hand here, it may help you to support, and you can turn your chest out slightly, but it's just 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. So before we switch sides, just sit back, give your glutes a bit of a stretch, deep breath in and out. And we're going to the other side. So you can either stay the same way, or I'm going to change my chair so I can actually look at you. And we're going to do exactly the same thing. Put our tummies across, our fingertips in front, our legs are a hip distance apart, and we're going to cross our front ankle and extend and come in. So you're extending, squeezing the glute at the top. It doesn't have to be high. It doesn't matter what your range of motion is, as long as you feel this butt cheek here squeezing, okay? Up and squeeze and back in. And in. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now we're going to lift the shape of the leg up and down, up and down. So you're lifting the entire shape of the leg, and then we're going to add a squeeze in. So it's up and then squeeze into the center. Up and squeeze into the center. So you want to raise it to that point where you squeeze the glute and you feel that contraction, and only then push your toe towards the back wall. And across. And across. Really feeling that contraction. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Doesn't have to be high, remember? Last 1. Rest for a second if you need to. Otherwise, come up and just do those little pokes, and you can be all the way down here as long as you feel it. Across and across. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now extend the leg and keep it going. You're still turned out. Your kneecap is towards the front of the room. Squeeze and squeeze. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in line, realign yourself. We're going to come up, out and in. Out and in. So you're only slightly lifting that leg and then out and in. So if you want to turn your chest towards me slightly like I'm doing, that will help you, because keeping it fully parallel in alignment, looking downwards, is a little bit tough for this one. Just 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Nice job. You won't need your chair, so you can move that out of the way. And we are done. So all we're going to do now is stretch it out. I want you to sit in a cross-legged position, and we're just going to stretch the glutes by slightly leaning forward. Deep breath in, and on the out, just lean forward. Everyone's different. You may feel that even just sitting up here, you may be able to touch your whole head down to the floor. Just wherever you feel that stretch, especially on the glute where the leg is in front. Ah, that feels really good. And now just switch it up, other leg in front, exactly the same thing again. And you'll feel both glutes, but mostly this one here. Keep breathing. Now put the soles of your feet together and then just scoot forward, open that out, and you should be able to feel your inner thighs open up. Push down a little bit. Feels really good to open up through those hips and inner thighs. And then just to increase that, I want one leg out and the other leg in, and then just hinge over. Also feeling your side body stretching, and then come into a hamstring stretch, flex your foot and align your chest over your knee. And while you're there, hand on the opposite knee and twist to the back. And then just switch that up, all the way over, big reach, and then facing your knee, come down. Again, if you're up here and you feel the stretch in the hamstring, that's good. Find your point of stretch, and then just twist it. And finally, just to release your back, come into an all fours position and arch through that back, and then release it. Stick your bum up, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and arch it up and release it. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Lazy Days workout, Walk Sculpt. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little bit of a sweat on as well, and I'll see you at the next workout.